Hello and welcome to the 5th episode of Playing Catch Up, where we catch you up on what you missed in South Florida sports over the last couple of days. Today's episode is hosted by yours truly, Kylie Rae Wang. We've got a lot of big news today from a lot of teams in South Florida. Every single team has something big to talk about, so let's dive right in. First off, the saviors of Miami sports, the Miami Heat, beat the Milwaukee Bucks in Game 1 of their Round 2 series of the NBA playoffs, 115-104. Now, I'll be the first to say it, I didn't really see this coming. I thought the Heat could pull out the win, but I wasn't sure if they could pull out the win of the series, and now it's looking like maybe they could. Goran Dragic had 27 points, Jimmy Butler 40 points. He came up huge for the Heat. That's the most points he's ever had in a playoff game. He looked great, especially in that fourth quarter clutch time, which is exactly what I was worried about. Bam Adebayo, he looked okay, but it turns out he had 17 rebounds, 12 points. Go Bam. The Heat defeated the Bucks with 42 points in the paint, despite the fact that Milwaukee's defense is so good in the paint. I thought the Heat were going to have to defeat them by just shooting, and it turned out that this shooting offense became this crazy driving offense, and it was awesome to see. Milwaukee did have a lot of turnovers with 19, and the Heat capitalized on all of those opportunities, which was great to see. They effectively shut down Giannis. They threw all these different players at him, Andre Iguodala, Jimmy Butler. Everyone was getting a chance to guard Giannis, and they just sort of created a wall. Giannis only had 18 points. He had the worst plus-minus of his team, and he was only the third leading scorer. So go Heat. Their next game is tonight at 6:30 p.m., so watch out for Game 2. We talked last week about how the Miami Marlins had acquired Starling Marte, an outfielder from the Arizona Diamondbacks. Turns out that was a great move. He hit a go-ahead home run in his Marlins debut, bottom of the 8th inning, led the Marlins to a win 3-2 over the Toronto Blue Jays. The Miami Dolphins are coming up on their Saturday deadline for their 53-man roster, which means a lot of cuts are going to be made, actually, in the next few days. Specifically, we have wide receivers Ricardo Lewis and Chester Rogers who were cut, safety Jeremiah Dinson, defensive end Avery Moss, and cornerback Dietrich Nichols. Might recognize some of those names, might not. None of them are huge names, so it looks like the Dolphins are just trimming as we get up to Saturday. The Miami Hurricanes officially, finally, got a start time for their home opener versus UAB. It's going to be on September 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern. They're televising it on ACC Network, which kind of sucks because a lot of people don't have ACC Network. Kind of remains to be seen how that's going to work out, but it kind of seems like the Hurricanes don't want fans to watch their games. Whatever. Also in Hurricanes news, their former head coach Al Golden, he's been suing the Canes for the past couple of years since 2018 for a breach of contract violation. He was seeking $3 million. He lost the suit yesterday when the judge found out that his case had no merit. Go Canes. Inter Miami, huge news for the soccer team out of Miami. Juventus star striker Gonzalo Higuain is reportedly signing with them. His MLS rights were picked up from DC United. This is a huge pickup for Inter Miami. Higuain is going to be such a good striker for them, and as well, just such a good publicity bringer. They're playing Atlanta United tonight at 7. Atlanta has just agreed on principles to sell their best player, Pity Martinez, to Al Nassr, which is a Saudi Arabian club. He's not supposed to play tonight. Kind of a crazy move. Maybe the Inter Miami can pick up their second win of the season. And last but not least, the Florida Panthers, although they're in their offseason now, having lost out of the Stanley Cup playoffs, they have fired Dale Talon, which we talked about before. They finally announced a new general manager, Bill Zito. He's a former vice president of hockey operations for the Columbus Blue Jackets. He's got crazy stacked resume, which includes founding of the player agency Acme World Sports. He graduated from Yale. He's done all these crazy things. He's got a lot of work cut out for him with the Panthers. They've got a bunch of free agents coming up this offseason that they're going to have to decide whether to keep or let go. This is his first GM job, and he's got a 5-year contract. So we hope all the best for him, and maybe he can get the Florida Panthers finally to the playoffs. That's what you missed in South Florida sports over the last couple of days. Thanks for tuning in, guys, with me, Kylie Rae Wang. You can see my Twitter out there. Go ahead and give me a follow, or 5 Reasons Sports a follow. Shoot us some questions. Let us know what you think of the episode. It was great to hear from you guys last week, and make sure to catch our next episode, which is on Friday with Tamara Brown. Have a good one, guys.